guys, welcome back to another video. So as you guys know from the title of the video, yes, I have gone in Z. Now this is gonna be probably a drip build, or it could be a nice daily driver. So pretty much, long story short, the car was on a pretty good deal, a deal that I couldn't pass out. Plus this is one of the cars that I always wanted it, so why not? Again, this is not a 350Z. This is a 2003 Z4 from BMW, and this car have 90,000 miles on it, and this thing ran flawlessly. Now the reason that I got this car is because I always wanted this car, and second, it was pretty cheap. Now to be honest, with the price that I could pay for the 240, I'll probably buy 3 of this. So this car was pretty cheap. This car have an M52 and it's a 2.5 liter motor, so check this out, guys. Check this out. Damn, this thing is clean, no rust, no accident. So pretty much this motor is the 1J compared to Toyota, and there's also a version which is a 3.0 that's compared to the 2JZ from Toyota. The car overall is very clean. It just, you know, it's a 15 years old car. You can expect to be perfect, but check this out. It's nice. Look at that butt. Nice. It's missing little here, little there, like I mentioned. It's a 15 years old car, and you can't really expect to be perfect, but hey, the price that I paid for, you'll be surprised, guys. This thing is lovely. So let's check out the interior. The interior, I could say, is 6 out of 10. It's not that great, but it needs to be a cleanup. This thing have to be cleaned up like badly. Oh, another thing that I didn't mention, this thing is 5-speed. This thing come with a ZF transmission. Now worst come to worst, that motor blows up, I could just put a 1JZ in here or a 2J on this car. All I need is a Collins adapter plate, and we're ready to send it. 5-speed, very nice. It's shipped very smooth. We drove it back home. I just drove it back home. Now the only bad thing about the car is the top. The top is kind of locked. I don't know how to open this out. I already tried to like play with the switching and stuff, but it doesn't go down. Clutch in. Boom. This thing is so smooth. It's beautiful. The car definitely need a wash, and also I'm gonna look for coilovers for this car. Brake works maybe, you know, because when I was coming back it was a little difficult for me to brake. It might need new pads or rotors, you know, brake fluid and all that. The whole car gotta be refreshed before we put it on the road. Previous owner said that the car was sitting for a little long, so I'm gonna look into coilovers. We might need a new set of coilovers, you know, replace those old struts. Some brake works, maybe brake pads, rotor. Again, this car is 13 years old, so you know you can't expect to be perfect. You know, plus the previous owner said that it was sitting for quite a while, so it's not bad. Good hunt. I might be able to run 17 wheels. These are stock wheels, I believe. These are 16 inches. I don't know, maybe put some new rubbers on it too. This car is all chewed up. There's nothing left in here. Man, look at that brake pads. I gotta service the whole thing. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Gotta put some chassis work over here on the paint. I'm pretty sure I could just sand these down and then just wrap the trunk carbon fiber. I'd be sick. So, and also it was missing this trunk light. I think it broke or something. And also the trunk light was missing. The badgers are old. Gotta replace all that. I don't know what was over here. It was really something over here. Maybe it's on the other side. One of those lights. Okay. Just gotta be replaced. The body overall is pretty clean. I would give it maybe, I don't know, 6 out of 10. Maybe 7 out of 10. There is no rust or a dent or something. Well, there's a little dent over here. But just a little scratch, and maybe there's a little dent over here that I saw. But yeah, I think I would give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's pretty good though. Now, one other thing that I didn't like about the car is this. The trunk space is so little. How am I gonna put my spares in here? Well, guess what? I guess we're getting a tow truck, or we probably relocate the battery somewhere, and then I don't know, who knows? It's pretty clean overall, I think. Pretty glad because the BMW, they don't rust up at the 240s. I mean, it's in pretty good condition. The rocker is still there. It's pretty solid though. The car is really rigid. You feel like real metal, not like the 240s. I mean, I'm not hating on 240s because I already have one, but knowing the fact that I could get a better car, like knowing the fact that I could get a newer and also a more rigid car with that amount of money, everything comes in play, you know. Like, to be honest, this day you can find a 240, a very beat up one, at least for $3,500. So I paid less than that for this car, so you guys can imagine. I know the 240s are really easy to work on. You can pretty much get every part for that for 240s. And same with BMW. There's tons of aftermarket parts for BMWs right now, so you can't really go wrong with them. Like I said, like worst comes to worst, if that motor blow up, I would just get a Collins adapting plate and I put a 2JZ on it, or either I put the 2J or I could just put my 1JZ on it. No problem, you know, because I already have the ZF transmission. So what I read from the ZF transmission is they could hold up like power, like the CD09s and like the R154. They could hold up to 600 to 700 horsepower, which is, you know, more than I'd be running. So a 2JZ Z4 or 1JZ VVTi Z4, I don't know. I gotta blow that motor up first. But that's pretty much, guys. So I was just very excited and I really wanted to share this with you guys. There's gonna be a lot of new content coming up for the channel because this could be our new drift build for next season. Who knows? Like, to be honest to you guys, I really wanted to get a 350Z or G35 for the next season drift builds. But hey, I can't slip this out of my hand. This is really cheap, so why not? Like, it's crazy, you know, because it's really hard to find a 350Z or G35 at a good price now, especially, you know, like if you want a manual transmission one, they are sitting about on the numbers of $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000. So come on, man, really? $5 grand, I could buy probably 3 of this. So you guys can imagine how much did I pay for this. So that's pretty much, like I said, I was just very excited. I wanted to share this with you guys. I'm just too excited now. I'll see you guys next time.